Hi. Oh, it's hot. What's up, YouTube? I am going to do some meal prep. First, I'm going to take my vitamins. Just because it's good for me. My skin's breaking out like no tomorrow, and my hair is oily because I'm trying to grow it. But yeah, what's up? What do I do? Welcome back to my life. I'm gonna go on this. So there's like a hair in my face. Put a bit too much. I did not eat lunch today because I was listening to something. So I'm pretty hungry. And an apple and peanut butter is a really good snack. And I try and get this like organic peanut butter. It's supposed to be better for you, so alright. So I'm gonna eat that, and then I also have a bunch of meal prep to do. Okay, so I have two options, because I was thinking to myself, right, I wonder if these are organic or not. So because I didn't know that if they are or if they're not, I bought this as well, organic. So we're gonna do a bunch of meal prep. Okay, so brown rice, yes, and then I don't know if I want to make that. Yeah, I don't want to make that. So I'm gonna do like, I guess like a kimchi. I'm so excited. Okay, so I have to use this carrot as well. So, and I have kale. Yeah, okay, good. So kale, kimchi, brown rice. Kidney beans has protein in it, right? But whilst, is it just me or does anyone else like snack whilst they're cooking? Oh my god, I have green stuff all over my face. Because that is definitely like a thing. I'm a massive fan of it. You eat whilst you're cooking. And then you don't eat all of the food after you cook if you're meal prepping. You know what I mean? I think it's like a better angle. Oh, sure. Ignore this. This is clean dishes, but we stack them here because this space gets full. So it's just normal life, nothing fancy, just day-to-day things. Ooh, and I have an air fryer. Very nice. see. Replying to my brother. Yeah, he's super private, so. Okay, so I just like wash this a little bit just to get all the, I don't know if it's okay. Doo-doo-doo. When I was little, I used to watch this show. So pretty much there's this show in Australia, it's called Home and Away, and it was always on at the same time every night, and we were only allowed to watch that one show and then we had to go to bed. But sometimes I would watch this other show called like Better Homes and Gardens, and I would watch the recipes and I would write everything down, and then my mum would go get it the next day and I would like test the recipes. I'm such a little nerd. I just really liked cooking. It was fun. It is fun still. I find it really therapeutic. And this week I didn't do any meal prep. I was just eating like not to say that it's bad, but it's just easy, quick lunches, but like cucumber, tomato and tuna with like hummus and a bit of salt and pepper. And it's just like not as nice as like a meal that you cook and heat up, you know. Okay, so it's like, wait, hold up. Okay, so like once you like scrunch all the rice together, the water will go like brown, like, I wish I could show you, but like not clear. So you just rinse, like take all that stuff out. And oh, sugar. And then put it in the rice cooker. This bit. Okay, this section. Not section, you know what I mean. Doesn't look like it's as much as, anyway. If I need more later, I'll cook more. And then you just put it here. And cook. And then it will turn off when it's ready. Like the best way to cook, I think. Okay, then what else? I don't really want to have to do the beans because I don't know if they're organic. So I'll just use these for now. And then when the rice cooks, I'll put it in the fry pan with kale, the rest of the carrots, and kimchi. It's still going to be good. I suck at opening this. Oof, so strong. Not really. So that's like all rinsed. And then cut up the carrot. Is it just me, or does organic food taste better? Am I the only one that thinks it tastes better? I have a feeling it tastes better. Like everything just, I don't know, it tastes better. This is way too close to my face, I think. Okay, so this is what I do with the carrots, right? I cut them like these little things, these little pieces. And then I stack them on top of each other. And then I cut them this way as well, so that they're nice and like thin. Because it's really like strange when you're eating something like really big and then really small, and then really big and really small. So if you cut everything the same size, then it tastes good, you know? That's what I think anyway. Okay, I have a plan of action. Is this better? Whoa, so many messages. Chill. Okay, I feel like that's better. Relax. I sort of want to turn my phone off this weekend. I think that's what I'm going to do tomorrow morning. Maybe even tonight, because I'm not doing anything. Another Friday night. I might just turn off my phone and do some reading and meditating or something. I've actually been okay meditating this week. I've been getting up in the morning and doing like a 10-minute meditation first thing, and just noting down what I'm grateful for. And then I have this thing, I set my alarm at 11:11. I used to do it all the time. I used to, like every day, I would have an alarm that was set for like 11:11. Oh, sugar, I almost got myself. In the morning and then at night, so AM and PM. And no matter what I was doing or where I was or who I was with, when my phone went off, I would see that it was 11:11, and I wouldn't have to like tell anyone or anything like that. And I would just mentally, like in the moment, note how grateful I am for everything that I have, and you know, everyone in my life, and just whatever I felt like I was grateful for in that moment. And I was with a friend one time, and he asked me like what it was, and he was the first person that had asked, and I was like, I explained it to him, and he was like, oh, that's like a practice, like a religious practice. And I didn't know that. He was like, yeah, and I was like, oh, cool. We just went about our night, you know. Not that I'm super religious or anything like that. I definitely have definitely been more like conscious of like the way I operate, and sort of how that has an impact on my life, and where I'm the most content. So for sure, but I'm not like, rah, you must obey this or whatever. Like whatever, everyone has their own beliefs, and everyone should be able to believe whatever they want to believe. You know, if it's not hurting anyone, then who gives a FUCK? Oi, I got sworn at today. That sucked. Actually, that's the thing, right? I don't mind people swearing, I just don't like being sworn at, right? Like I think there's a very big difference between like swearing about something just because you're being like expressive, or like swearing at someone because you're trying to make them feel bad. So that's my stance on it, because it's just such like, okay, for one, it's not very creative. Like, pick another word if you want to insult someone. Read a book. And And yeah, it's just like not, I just don't think it's like nice. So yeah, that was not fun. But I let it go in the moment it stopped. I don't think anyone likes being spun out, to be honest. You know? They do this thing, like, is this company? Like Brandwatch or something, I think? Yeah, Brandwatch. And they presented like this report to say that, because it's like social listening, right? Like social sentiment, like how people feel about something. They did this report that people actually have a positive association with the word F-U-C-K. So it's like, it's not a negative thing, because people, when they're explaining it, it's like a positive, like they have a positive connotation to it. They're not, so maybe I'm like misinterpreting, you know, when people swear. So really great company, very much. I don't work for them, nor am I getting paid by them, I'm just saying. How much kale should I have? I'll put this in bed first. Well, I'm just thinking today. Oh, okay. I just said lol out loud. I went on a date with this guy one time. Always talking about my bloody game life. Anyway, so he was like I think he had retired, done pretty well for himself. But he was a vet. And we made dinner, and he had like these kiwi limes that he had grown, and we were talking about like food and all this stuff, and just, you know, like we were cooking, and he told me that, you know, like when you eat raspberries or like not blueberries, like blackberries, or like those little balls that are like this is gonna come out bad, but like like the little like things inside, you know, when you see a raspberry, it's not like just one vesicle. It's like it's more. He taught me a word, vesicles, and then when he was dropping me home, he was like, so how are you going to use that in a sentence? And now whenever I eat a raspberry, I'm like, vesicles, this is vesicles. People think I'm weird, but whatever. I'm not going to apologize for wanting to learn and grow and develop as a person. So and everyone's weird anyway. Everyone has their own little thing, you know? How boring would it be if everyone was the same? Like cut copies of each other doing the same thing, you know? Like, it's more fun if people are different. Okay, I think that's enough. The kale shrinks though, so maybe I should make some more. Okay, this is a very cute one. I'm gonna have to wash these as well. Oh, the hiccups eating that apple. Yeah, what else happened in my week? I got acupuncture yesterday. It was so good. The lady I see, I've been seeing her since like the start of the year. Wait, no, even last year. Yeah. I'll just do that. She hit me up and she's like, oh, do you want to come by? was like, oh, I don't finish work till X. And she was like, okay, come by after. Bless. So, because normally I go on the weekends or like when I'm sort of fully focused on like a self-care day. But I sort of need it, but I sort of needed it, but at the same time, I have a little bruise on my belly. Let's go. Okay, got my kale. To make some food. Meal prep, really. Here's that. I'm going to chop it up. Whoa, this is so challenging to keep contained. Kale's so fibrous. Is this like quality content? Even if it isn't, I'm putting it up there. What is going on here? Oh, that's why I'm chopping my apple at the same time. Okay, 10 skis. That's what I was thinking when I thought about that guy. He used to have like a compost bin underneath his sink because I felt bad throwing the stuff out and not composting it. And then he would like take back, so he had a place in the city and then a place outside of the city, like a farm. And he would grow a lot of his own stuff and then take the compost to grow his plants. Pretty good idea, actually. Okay. What else? Kimchi? Yeah. This way, does it really have this? Actually, I can use this. This way. This way. Maybe some coconut oil to cook in. Cool. So I'm gonna put some coconut oil in a pan and then saute the kale and carrot and then chop up some kimchi. Oh wait, watch me struggle. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Yes, so strong. Smells so good. Yeah, in a pan. And maybe toast some spices. What type of spices though? That's the question. Okay, oil first. Turmeric. Yeah, anti-inflammation. Yeah, this is definitely turmeric. That's a lot. And what else do I want? Oh, Diwali is this weekend. I think I was Indian in a past life. For real. Definitely. Alright, I'll let that do its thing. And then the rest of the spices can come from the turmeric, the kimchi. And I'm gonna eat some potato. with apple. Like the consistency of this is like, look, it's not the best, but it also, you know, oh no, my kale's in there. What's going on? I do not want kale on my peanut butter. I could not be a chef. I only cook for myself, so I'm not allowed to use my hands. It's my justification. Oh my god. So good. Okay. So, carrot. In goes the carrot. And then kale. This stuff is so good. Kimchi. My ex and I, like the guy that I was engaged to, we ran a restaurant for a bit, and there was like, we owned it and ran it, and there was this burger that we had that was called the Old Boy, and it was named after like a Korean movie, and it had kimchi on it. It was so good. We used to get like these big like big boxes, like big jars of kimchi, and I would just like eat it. I wasn't like fat, but I wasn't like, let's just say I wasn't slim. I put on so much weight. I went on like this juice cleanse halfway through, and we had chefs who were like most down to earth, like humble, hardworking people. Actually, one of them had a really bad temper, so I just didn't deal with him. Yeah, like when they would like offer to make me food, I'd be like, I can't eat anything that we serve. So when I was on a diet, obviously. So that's like, yeah. It's crazy because like for about maybe like probably like 6 months after we took over, no one knew that we had taken over because they didn't want there to be any backlash. So and no one would have assumed. So my ex just like worked in the kitchen, so everyone thought he was a chef, and I worked in front of house, so everyone assumed I was a waitress. And that's I swear to God, that's the best way to get like any customer feedback, is to work directly with the customer. Because, you know, as much as people have their own sort of opinions on customer service and stuff like that. When people are complaining, they're just telling you how to improve. So, like, a lot of people would just say in my face, like, oh, like, this isn't okay, like, this needs to be improved, like, this is bad, blah, blah, blah. And I would take it back, obviously. And then that's, like, how we improved. So, honestly, I think customer service is underrated. And yeah, like no one, it's not that no one believed us, it's just like, we were like very unassuming about it, you know what I mean? Intentionally. Because, and this is controversial, but I think like there's in some countries and in some cultures, there's quite a big power dissonance. So no one's going to feel comfortable saying, like speaking their mind to someone that they think is like in a higher position. Whereas, you know, in some situations, like the cook and the waitress is like the lowest of the low. Like not, let's just talk about like company structures and like hierarchy, right? Like in a lot of situations, the person at the top of the company doesn't know what's going on with their customers because they're not exposed to their customers on a daily basis. So when you are, then you actually understand them and you understand their sentiment, and that's how you can take the company in that direction, if that makes sense. I don't know, that's how I feel. But not with every business. Like obviously, you know, every business is different, but you know, some like people in charge of the whatever, like they do that, like they just, oh, what's that show where like Undercover Billionaire or something? What's it called? I don't know. Pardon me. Grant Cardone does it. I forgot what it's called. I've never seen it, but it's a good concept, I think. Okay, my rice is not ready yet. But yeah, and then we just like hustled so hard, like worked out that stuff. I remember like I watched this interview on, I think it was like late night TV or something, and I saw that Gigi Hadid likes burgers, and I like wrote in when I was doing like a brand analysis, and I sort of really did my research on sort of like what we could do with the business and how we could grow and stuff like that. And I wrote down like, wouldn't it be cool if Gigi Hadid ate one of our burgers? And one time I'm not even kidding, it made my day. I know this is very much like, I don't know, my friends will probably make fun of me, but she commented on like one of our Instagram posts, and I was already like responding to all of like the social media, like, you know, in comments and people talking smack and stuff like that. And then she was like, how do we not know about that? And then I like replied and I was like, anytime you're in Sydney, like come by. But yeah, it never happened. But maybe, you know, I don't kind of like a job anymore. But it was just such a trip. But yeah, there was one time like, because I would be working like full time as well for like software companies or whatever, like whatever I was doing that fulfilled that interest. And I'll put this in now. And I wouldn't really be doing any of like that work while I was at actual work, obviously. And I remember like one time like something happened where someone posted a bad review about us, and it was like this lady, like, and everyone just like went wild at her, like was like saying all these really negative things and just like being like, blah, blah, like just being shitty human beings, to be honest. And I remember like my ex was like messaging me, and like, oh, come here straight after work, and I was like, yeah, right. And then came and like read through everything, and it was so bad. Like it was like, I don't know who people think that they are, like bullying other people online. Like it's like, who raised you? You know what I mean? Anyway, so I like wrote this big thing back. And yeah, the guy who like, there's this one guy that we were like talking with that works at Amex, and he like replied to it and was like, yeah, like could be, and I was like, yeah. So bullies, not cool, man. I used to go to this boxing class, and it was crazy. They were so hardcore. But the instructor told me once, he's like, you don't want to break those fingers, so you just hit them with your elbows, because it's the hardest part of your body. So if you punch them like this, like for sure I would break my fingers. So you go like that, you hit them with your elbow, or like that. Kung fu. Not really. Just having fun. Whoa, that's a really long time. Alright, I'm gonna end this, my rant. Bye.